All right, welcome back. Today we're just gonna go over a little bit of the Supergirl. Just saw the trailer. Um, I'll see the movie if somebody else is paying for it. How's that? The only good, exciting thing was Lobo. Everything else just seemed very James Gunn. Crypto, he's a plot point. Apparently, I don't know why they decided they were gonna go this route with Supergirl. Um, it's a lot of people talk negatively about the Snyderverse because it was so dark, but this is a dark story, and it's being hailed as something that's supposed to be good. I never read the book. I have zero intention of reading it just based off of what I know about it. The girl who plays her, she looks like a Supergirl. She's a good actress. I saw her on that one House of Dragons season 1. I thought she was okay. She could be a good actress, a good Supergirl. She definitely has the look for it. This deprecating, I don't know why they have to take. I mean, superheroes are not supposed to be real. They're not supposed to be us. They're not supposed to emulate us. The whole point of the superhero is to give us someone that we can strive to be, not to bring them down to our level. We're supposed to reach up. They're the titans of the new era, the new mythology. So bringing them down to our level is pointless because they're not supposed to be there. They're already supposed to be starting off at a position where they're higher. That's my biggest gripe behind it. I'm sick and tired of all of these heroes being dissected and eventually working their way up when they're supposed to be there. I mean, these are supposed to be role models, and she's out getting drunk. And everything we need to know about Supergirl was already established in the Superman movie last year. She goes to planets with red suns because she wants to get drunk. She abandoned her dog, and in the trailer she's saying that she loves the dog and the dog is home. Why'd you abandon him for, a year at this point in the Superman movie? If you love the dog so much, how come the dog is not trained or disciplined? You had all of this time to do all of that, and you chose not to. Home is where you're at. Your people might have been extinct, but damn, you got a Kryptonian on Earth, and if you really want to bring your people back, then you need to start procreating instead of going off feeling sorry for yourself. You're young enough, and quite possibly with your lineage and the Kryptonian DNA, you can probably spit out 10, maybe 20 kids. You are stronger than a normal human woman, so you can start the repopulation process. Bring your people back and stop crying about it. I know it's. I seem very unsympathetic when it comes to it, but that's because I am. Again, this version of Supergirl does not resonate with me. I'll see the movie when somebody else pays for it, or when it comes out on HBO Max. Since I already have HBO Max, I just won't have to pay for it. Pay extra for it, I should say. It'll just come with my streaming service. But it's just give us a good, wholesome movie. I mean, I think that's one of the appeals for Superman last year. Even though he wasn't as stoic as I envisioned Superman, and as I've read him in the comic books to be, he had a lot that was taken away from him. He had nothing, and he still fought the good fight, and he was still there. He was up here, and he was helping bring people up to this level. That's his role as a hero, as a superhero. And so, in that aspect, he had a lot going for him at this point. I know that the stories are different, whereas Kara Zor-El actually saw her planet dying, and she was older. She was a teenager when she came to Earth, but man, still, you have all of this knowledge and wisdom from your home world, and the best way you decide to honor your parents and to honor your legacy is to go off world and get drunk. And then when it comes back to the procreation and everything, you have to address certain issues. You know, a young girl going out deliberately by herself and getting drunk at bars, she's gonna be taken advantage of. You know, now you're bringing up the whole thing about her being promiscuous, or about her possibly, and I'm not even gonna say possibly, definitely, if she's out going out looking for it, it's gonna happen. She's gonna get raped. She has no powers. She's going to places where her powers are negated so that she can become drunk, so that she can get drunk. How is this a role model for girls? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense turning degenerates into role models. Stop doing that. One of the great things about Kara Zor-El, about Supergirl, was that she lost everything. You see her lose everything, but yet at the same time, she is able to overcome all of that and to progress forward. The best rendition of Supergirl actually was not in the comics, even though I did like the comics, especially the 90s comics with Karen Danvers. That I really did like those comics. The best rendition of Supergirl came out in Superman the Animated Series. If you really want to see a good Supergirl, if you just want to sit down and watch, go watch the animated series. She was transitioned into the Justice League. She got a little too feminist in the Justice League, and I really do like her last episode in the Justice League. I thought it was extremely powerful and extremely well written, and her character, you could see if you follow the story arc from animated series to the Justice League cartoons, her I believe it was Justice League Unlimited when she was in it. You can actually see her character evolve to a great woman, you know, someone you could be proud of, and someone that you as a father or you as a mother can actually want your kids to look up to this person. Meanwhile, we're getting this trailer and the teaser before that about this grungy, nasty. She looks like she smells in the trailer. She looks like she's unkept. She hasn't taken a shower. She's defacing her family crest by these activities. She's out getting drunk. If you haven't read the comics, then it's really easy to see the correlation between this trailer and Guardians of the Galaxy. If you haven't read the comics, it's very easy to see the translation between this and she's a dirty John Wick because of the dog. And again, this is why I think the dog is a plot point for James Gunn's DC universe, because in Superman this was a plot point. Superman went to the other dimension because he was looking for this dog. You know, now the dog is getting sick on another world because the Supergirl put Crypto in that predicament. This is a case where, again, I haven't read the comics. I know a little bit about it because I've been told about it. It just is, it's not something that really caught my fancy. But yeah, this does not seem role model thing. Yeah, okay, we all go through stuff. We all have some kind of or variant of post-traumatic stress disorder, depending on how you grew up. You know, I grew up in a bad neighborhood. I was jumped a few times, but it doesn't. You know, I'm not. You know, it's not affecting hopeful outlook, and it is not stopping me from becoming better. So as far as this is concerned, it's one of those movies where if I really wanted to see a James Gunn movie, I rewatched the Guardians of the Galaxy. I have that on Blu-ray. Otherwise, you know, James Gunn is very hit or miss when it comes to his movies. I was really hoping, since he wasn't behind the camera on this one, that we wouldn't have that feel for it. But apparently he put his hands in everything. And if you really like the trailer, you think that you read the comics and it's really good for you, I'm not going to try to take that away from you. But I will open it up, a dialogue, to see, you know, hey, let me know what you like about it, what you think about it. Right now, the only thing I'm excited for is Lobo. And I really, I don't care what anybody says. James Gunn, if you're watching this, your next made-for-TV Christmas special, like you did with Guardians 3, I'm counting that Christmas special as Guardians 3 and Guardians 3, the movie, as Guardians 4. But if you really want to do a really good Christmas special, go back in time and grab that comic book of Lobo versus Santa. I would love to see that in real time or as a live action. And the guy who plays Santa could be the guy from Stranger Things. Man, I forget what his name is. The old guy, the one who played Elle's father, the one who adopted Elle. I believe he played Red Guardian in the Marvel universe. He'll make a good Santa. I mean, as he played Santa in a really good Santa Claus movie as a Viking who became Santa. I would like to see those two guys go right at it. It would be hilarious. All you have to do is just pick up the comic and just film it, panel for panel. But as far as the Supergirl, I really don't. I don't know. I think that this movie, just based on the trailer, this movie is going to skew my my take on Supergirl. It's going to make me not like the character. And again, she had a really good run in the 90s. I really liked that version of Supergirl. I really love Supergirl in the animated series and Justice League Unlimited. She's always been a supporting and a background character. Early 2000s, Supergirl came out. That was an okay run, but I really do. I just don't like the way this is coming across.